I know season 2's been out for like a week now, but if you guys are tired and annoyed of me playing Dome, you guys could just say that, and I'll play some different maps. But they have a playlist for it, and dude, it's such a good map. It plays so well. I feel like I'd be stupid not to play it. I feel like I'm just aimbotting at this rate, dude. Oh my god. Oh my. Yo, what is going on, guys? Finally, I got an updated settings video for you all. My comments every single day, at least one person is asking about something that has to do with my settings. Well, I'm gonna give you all of that today. We haven't done one of these since the game came out, and a lot has changed. But before we get any of that, make sure you guys are subscribed with all those notifications on. There is so much more where that came from. We got more class setups, crazy gameplays. We got ranked play, tips and tricks, challenges, just to name a few things, and even more. And then do me a solid by clicking that thumbs up button. If today's settings video helps you out, chances are it can help others out as well. And clicking that thumbs up button helps push the video out and gives us more exposure. Without further ado, let's dive into these settings. Well, for starters, here's my controller. So I am a controller player. This is the controller I use. It is a scuff controller. And what's so special about these is there is paddles on the back. And these paddles, this allows me to jump and use my middle finger to jump rather than have to press X and take my right thumb off of the analog stick to do so. So now I'm messing up my aim by clicking that X button. Well, I can keep it here and do the actions back here. And then my right one is circle. This is either slide or dolphin dive, whatever you want to do. Well, mine dolphin dives, crouches, all that good stuff. So once again, instead of taking my thumb off the right analog stick to go press that, I could just keep it here while having great aim rather than going to press it over there. And then I also got control freaks on this bad boy, which greatly increases my accuracy. As you can see, there is a height difference. The left one is my running one, and then the right one is my aiming one. The higher, the better, at least for me personally. And I've been using these for, honestly, I think it's been like 10 years, ever since they came out with them. And it's plugged into my PC or my Cronus, whatever you want to believe. Now we're just gonna get straight into the good stuff. I got my controller settings. So you guys just saw my controller in the intro. That is the reason why I don't change my button or stick layout, is because I have these paddles and I just feel so much more comfortable playing on default. I don't need to remap anything. It just feels really comfortable like this. Next, controller vibration. Turn this off. You don't need it on. It's messing up your accuracy and you do not know it. I know it's gonna feel weird. You just feel better with it on. Take it off for a week and I promise you, you're gonna be landing so many more shots. This does not need to be on. Moving on to my sensitivity, I actually recently changed it. I used to play on a 7.7, now I'm on a 6.5. The reason why my vertical is a 5 and not a 6 is because I'm not looking up and down a lot. There's no reason for it to be super quick. And my horizontal is a 6 because I'm always looking left to right. There could be someone over here, there could be a guy over here. I need to be a little bit quicker than vertically. So that's why it is off a little bit. Lower sensitivity equals better accuracy. That's a proven fact. And I highly recommend starting off here and then building your way up or down, wherever it may be. If it's too quick, go down to 5.4. Go ahead, that's fine. Sensitivity is all about personal preference. There's no such thing as right and wrong when it comes to sensitivity. For the ADS sensitivity multiplier, this is what gets me accused of cheating all of the time. Now for my ADS sensitivity multiplier, you guys can see it's a 0.90. You gotta change it. Right now, yours is probably a 1 if you haven't messed with it. And abuse aim assist if you're on controller, man. Abuse aim assist. Use it to your advantage, man. If you lower this, it just helps aim assist be a lot more sick. You land so many more shots. It is unbelievable. So I recommend maybe going down to a 0.95 just to get a feel for it, and then go down to a 0.90 once you're very comfortable. Moving on, we have, what else is there here that I actually changed? Oh, automatic sprint. If you have automatic tactical sprint, this is just going to help you run the quickest by just moving your left analog stick up. You don't need to press and then go up. It is just so much more efficient and effective when you're trying to get from point A to point B. That's why my movement looks just so quick, because I have this on. I don't need to press down, hold, and then go up. I just go up and I'm running full speed. Super, super useful. Moving on, I have on tap to reload. I think this is a default. If you play Warzone, prioritize interact is probably better, so you can just spam pick up items. But I play on tap to reload. You guys see me change the setting all the time whenever I'm in a multiplayer match. I have armor plate behavior, apply all, so you don't gotta hold down triangle to play all of your plates. You just turn this on, you hold it down once and it applies all of them. You don't need to hold it down the whole time it's applying. For my advanced settings, make sure you have your aim assist on. You're gonna miss all your goddamn shots. The aim assist type makes you guys play on Black Ops. It is the strongest one without a doubt. It honestly probably needs to be nerfed because of how strong it is. For my aim response curve, I have on dynamic. It's just the meta. That's what everyone does. It's honestly the best one. Can I explain to you what exactly it does? It just makes you a better player. That's what I believe. Moving on, for my input dead zones. For my input dead zones, it honestly varies controller to controller. If you guys have some stick drift, you're gonna want to increase your left and right up a little bit. So as you guys can see, my right stick, it has a little bit of stick drift, so it has 0.25, and I'm good there. If it does have any, I like to keep it at a 0.08, which is what my left one is at. Make sure your left and right max is fully maxed out at 1, and then it is so important to make sure your left and right trigger is at 0. If you have it higher, you're gonna have some input delay anytime you click down on your trigger. So make sure it is 0 so it's the quickest it possibly can be. Moving on, Euro aiming, you don't need to worry about any of this. This has nothing to do with us. So you skip all this and you're pretty much at the movement settings now. So for my movement settings, I have ground mantle on, which I believe is default, but the only other setting I change here is invert slide and dive behavior. So instead of tap to slide, I have on tap to dive. And the reason I change it is because sliding is incredibly useless in this game. It doesn't get you further. It slows you down. You can't shoot and slide. So dolphin diving, it helps you, get to cover, whatever it may be. So I like to have tap to slide so I don't have to hold it down. It's just a lot more quick and a lot more effective. And then parachute auto deploy, make sure this is off so you can get as close to the ground as possible in Warzone rather than it pulling automatically at a greater height. Sprinting door dash is on, so you can just run through doors. And I think that might be it for advanced controller settings. I think all this is mostly default, but you guys can jot this down. I'm just looking for anything else that is incredibly important to mention. Now for my display graphic settings, I'm just gonna quickly zoom through this. I don't think there's anything too ridiculously important here to actually cover. Now for my quality settings, this is all just specifically for my PC. I honestly just had a professional do all this for me, just mess with my quality settings. I didn't do any of this, so I'll quickly fly through this. You guys can pause it and copy all this down if you want. Again, I know nothing about PCs and I didn't want to mess up my graphics to have bad frames or bad quality. So it's a really good mix of just both. For the view, make sure you guys have your field of view completely maxed out. If you're on 1440p monitor, absolute game changer. Even just a 1080 is good. So if 120 FOV is just going to allow you to see a lot more out of your 80 FOV range. And you guys can see the little chart on the right side. I mean, at 80, you can barely see the pillar. And then at 120, you can see the hallway on the left-hand side. I mean, if this isn't at 120, you are missing out. There's things on your screen that you can't see that others can. For the ADS field of view, make sure you guys have on affected. This is going to allow your weapon to appear to have less recoil. Yes, you heard me correctly. Affected allows you to have less recoil on your weapon, at least visually. Weapon field of view, make sure this is wide. Your weapon's going to appear smaller on screen so you can see a little bit more what's going on outside of your weapon. You can see on the chart right here, the one on the left is the bigger weapon. The one on the right is the smaller one. So you could just see the difference of how much the weapon on the left is taking up the screen compared to the one on the right. Game changer. So things people don't change. It's just the little things that really help out. For the first person camera movement, turn this down to least 50%. This is going to reduce the shake on your screen. So your game just looks so much more silky smooth. Most of you probably have it on default if you haven't changed it, because that's how it is at default. Least just makes your game look so much smoother. Now for my audio settings, starting with my audio mix, I play on headphone-based boost. This is the best option for hearing footsteps, at least for me personally. There's a plethora of other options, but bass boost just seems to work the best for me. For master volume, mine's at 50 because my game was just cranked all the time. For the music and voice chat volume, make sure you guys turn this down. It's just kind of background nonsense noise you don't need to hear in your headset. I think the dialogue volume is important so you can hear when there's a UAV or kill streak inbound, and it's gonna change your decision whether to push mid-map or not sometimes. Effects volume could probably turn down. Those are like explosives and whatnot, but definitely turn on the music so you can hear footsteps better. Other than that, I don't really change anything else in my audio settings except the reduce sound, whatever you want to call it. And with this, it just basically reduces the noise and loudness of the flashbang and concussion. So make sure you have this on so it reduces it. And oh, that's here are my hit markers. I have it on Modern Warfare. You could do classic if you want. As far as goes for my interface settings, I don't change any of this. For my color customization, I have it at custom, and then this is how I customized it. My teammates that are in my party, so my friends, are blue. My normal teammates are green. The enemies are red. I mean, you know, it just makes no sense for me. And then me, I'm yellow. If we head down to HUD, I have my vertical and horizontal HUD bounds at 0. So basically, my mini map, my ammo, my kill streaks, all of that that's pushed to the side is pushed in. And this is so important. So instead of looking all the way top left to see your mini map, it's right there. You could quickly just glance at it, and it makes it so much easier to just see the things on your screen rather than having to look all the way over here, all the way bottom here. How much ammo do I have? I don't gotta look down here. It's right there in front of my face. It just squishes it in so much tighter. So it's easier to read, and you could get right back to looking in the middle of your screen. Mini map is square, so you could see better. If you look at the two mini maps here, you could see the square one. It covers a lot more, so you could see better. You could see a lot more. Mini map rotation on. I have my compass turned off. I never use it for callouts or anything like that, so it's just kind of nonsense on my screen that doesn't need to be there. And then my telemetry. Oh, I have this on. I have my FPS, server latency, packet loss. I know some people have a hard time finding this. It's in telemetry. Scroll down more. I don't think I changed any of this. Center dot. I think you could just have a little dot in the middle of your screen. Gameplay tips. You can turn that off. That's all I have there, and that's pretty much it for all my settings. I don't know if I went over everything. I think I covered everything. We get controller, graphics, audio, interface. Done. There's my updated settings for season 2. I messed up so much in this video. I'm gonna have to edit so much out of this. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, whatever it may be, let me know in the comments. I'll get back to you as quick as I possibly can. I really hope these settings help you guys out. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next upload. You guys all stay safe. Have a great day, and I'm out.